Welcome to the Highlights from Ukraine podcast, your daily audio summary of the latest news reported in the Ukrainian media. My name is Artem, and here is the news. For 424 days, Ukraine stands strong against the Russian invasion. Estonian Defense Minister Hanno Pevkur believes that Ukrainian counteroffensive will start at least in a month, reports NVUA. Pevkur added that currently the issue is not the absence of, for example, Abrams tanks, but the weather conditions in Ukraine. The weather is quite rainy and it makes it difficult to move heavy equipment. Ukrainians are rather waiting for the weather to improve in order to start a large-scale liberation of territories, said Pevkur. Head of the press center of the Southern Command of the Ukrainian Army, Natalia Manuk, did not confirm or deny the information provided by the Institute for the Study of War regarding the armed forces units landing on the left bank of Dnipro River in Kherson Oblast, reports Ukrinform. She asked everyone to be patient as it requires a lot of work to overcome such an obstacle as the Dnipro River. Therefore, the conditions of the military operation require information silence until it is safe enough for the military. Humenyuk also advised Russians who are used to living and resting in the annexed Crimea to get used to the air alert and prepare for the explosion season, reports Zerkalo Tizhnya. The Russian Black Sea Fleet repelled an attack by surface drones on its base in Sevastopol, Crimea, reports Slovo i Dilo. According to the local occupational authorities, Russian forces shot down one drone, another one allegedly exploded by itself. They claimed that no objects in Sevastopol were damaged. President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky stated that Kiev cannot give up on holding Bakhmut, as its conquest by Russian forces would give them a stepping stone to advance on Kramatorsk and Slovyansk, Donetsk Oblast, reports Ukrainska Pravda. In an interview with Al Arabiya, Zelensky expressed confidence in Ukraine's ability to repel the Russian invasion, stating that Ukrainian forces are getting ready for a counteroffensive. The president also thanked the allies for their support, but noted that in providing aid to Ukraine, they are also helping themselves, as Russia won't stop at Ukraine. He mocked Russia's claims in the state media that it is fighting with NATO on the territory of Ukraine, because it is a shame to admit that a country that is 40 times larger than Ukraine is unable to defeat it. We would really appreciate if you could recommend us to your friends and family, as well as share information on social media. This way more people would learn about the podcast and truth about Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Founder of the Wagner private military company Yevgeny Prigozhin said that Russian mercenaries will no longer capture Ukrainian defenders but will kill everyone on the battlefield, reports Espresso. He stated this in response to an audio recording published on social media on April 23rd. Social media users claim that this is a recording of the conversation of the soldiers of the armed forces of Ukraine who allegedly made the decision to shoot the wounded Wagner mercenary. On the recording, Ukrainian military personnel are allegedly communicating with each other in Russian. One of them asks what to do with the wounded man who was smoked out of a hole. The interlocutor answers him, "Shoot." The Ukrainian side did not comment on the appearance of this audio recording. It is currently unknown whose voices are actually recorded on it. Instead, Prigozhin considers the published record proof of the execution of a prisoner. Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba said that voices from across the world urging negotiations between Ukraine and Russia ignored the fact that Russia has failed to demonstrate it was prepared for true peace, reports Ukrainska Pravda. In a column for German publication Die Welt, Kuleba stressed that Russia is continuing to carry out brutal attacks on Ukrainian cities and villages so as to kill more people and capture more Ukrainian territory. This, he wrote, does not indicate a desire for negotiations for putting an end to aggressor and restoring peace in Ukraine. The minister explained that the Ukrainian side was studying the peace proposals that have been put forward and welcomes every initiative that respects Ukraine's territorial integrity, the UN Charter, and resolutions approved by the UN General Assembly. Neither Ukraine nor the rest of the world will see true peace unless Russia bears full responsibility for all its crimes, including the crime of aggression against Ukraine and all the consequent war crimes, crimes against humanity and genocide, Kuleba insisted. Earlier, Italian Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation Guido Crosetto said that Ukraine and Russia have to negotiate with China as a mediator. The Highlights from Ukraine podcast is a commercial initiative of just two people, and we need your help to grow. Share information about the podcast, rate us in the app, subscribe to our Patreon. With your support, we are getting better. We call on you to demand from governments of your countries to impose the toughest sanctions possible on Russia and its citizens to stop their invasion of Ukraine.